All right. Welcome back to Ironsworn Starforged, Trials and Tribulations of the Zebulon Harding, where nothing is ever easy. We last left our hero, well, when we last left Earl. We had just gotten to Meridian Station, used the automated deployment and cargo loading stuff to deliver a secret package to Dancer, who had been waiting for it, thus completing one of our quests and one of our vows that we had done, and we also finished up the journey through Morian Pyre, which was great. And as a result of that, we racked up some XP, which was awesome. And also, we tried to resolve bringing Scout back to civilization. That did not go well. And as we were trying to debark from the ship and get some stuff done, I was planning on meeting up with the Port Authority head at Meridian Station to find out why the hell somebody left a bomb on my ship. And not only did I not get that answer, I didn't get any answers because a bunch of people drew weapons on us and we had to immediately dive back into the ship and lock up and try to get away. So, yeah, that's the thing. So the way I see it is we're sort of frantically debarking away from Meridian Station, and the ship is pulling out and getting out of here. Scout kind of turns to Earl and is like, "I thought you were bringing me back to civilization. They didn't look that civilized." I'm like, "Oh, they're plenty civilized. They just don't like me for some reason." Actually, I just don't think they like this ship. They got some kind of history. They don't care about you, but they don't like the ship. Yeah, I don't understand it either. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it, but I'm not learning a hell of a lot. But I thought we'd come to an understanding the last time I was here, but then they left a bomb on the ship, and now I come back and geez, they damn near seem to be shoot on sight. This is getting to be a bit of a pattern. I'm not sure I like it that much. And I think what I am going to do with Earl as part of this is I am going to use some of my XP here to take an advancement. And rather than, as much as I would like to take the assets that I already have, like Scavenger and Gearhead, and beef them up, I actually have a different idea. I wasn't thinking about this at all, but it kind of seems like this is the most obvious option I can take right now. So I am going to pick up Fugitive as my asset. And the first choice you can make on the Fugitive track is this one. So the way Fugitive works, we haven't really talked about an asset like this before. I don't think there's anything like this in Ironsworn. You are hunted by a power or authority. When you make a move, you may rely on your resourcefulness to improve the result to a strong hit. If you do, mark a box below to represent the hunters closing in on you. On the third mark, a notable foe or force has tracked you down. If you overcome them or escape, clear the boxes and mark one tick on your quest's legacy track. So this is really cool. Essentially, it's free strong hits whenever I need to by virtue of just being resourceful and strong and, clever. Being Earl. But it's on a timer, and every time it resets, somebody bad shows up. So I like that. I just like the timing. I like the feel of it, and it seems like after what happened with the bomb and on the ship and what happened when we tried to show up at Meridian Station, it just seems like a natural thing to do. So as I was flipping through the assets and looking at them, it just kind of jumped out at me as the obvious thing. So yeah, for whatever reason, says Earl, these folks are after me. I guess I'm just gonna have to get used to it. I don't seem, Earl's not too happy about that. We're tearing away from the station and trying to get some distance because I don't know whether these people are like rabid enough about this to actually, shoot at us, and I don't want to particularly be shot by Meridian systems, station defenses. But I am going to radio back when I get back to the bridge. I'm going to radio back to Dancer, and I got a conversation to have with them really quick. So get Dancer up here. If you recall, we had a conversation with Dancer trying to there's two things. I was doing a favor for them, but they were also doing a favor for me to try to figure out what was going on with that ship, how I ended up on the Zebulon Harding, why I don't have any memory of it, any of that kind of stuff. So I'm going to call up Dancer, and we'll see if she actually learned anything. She's an explorer. I'm not using anything explorer-like on this, but all right, let's see what we got here. So I am going to now I'm going to go back over to my connections here. Oh, that reminds me, I spent 3 XP on that new asset. So Dancer, she's a formidable connection. Haven't quite broken the ice with her too much yet, but that's fine. I did. Oh, you know what? I get to mark a thing with her though, because I just completed a quest for her. If you go back over here to our connection moves, when you reinforce your relationship with the connection by doing any of the following: swearing a vow, completing a quest, and leveraging their help in desperate circumstances. I feel like I should also get another mark for giving them something of worth, because I just gave them, pretty sure I gave them a box full of freaking remnant tech, but that's all right. In any case, I am going to reach out to them and radio them up. So let's information is she's explore. So I don't get any bonuses on this one. All right. Hey, Dancer. Earl. Thank you. Well, I dropped off that package for you. Yes, I got word of that. I thought you were going to come by and have a little chat. Well, I was planning on, but apparently I'm persona non grata there at Meridian Station. I don't think I'm going to be back for a little while. They seem to have taken a dislike to me and my ship. Your ship. That does sound very odd when you say it. Yeah, it does sound a little bit odd, but, you know, I'm kind of taken to it. Thank you, Earl. Not now, Zeb. Kind of taken to it. I don't suppose you learned anything more about it. Well, I have been keeping my ear to the ground, trying to see what I could find out. All right, I'm going to gather information here and see if the answer has it. And that is a strong hit. That is awesome. Okay. All right, so on the strong hit, you discover something helpful and specific. The path you must follow or the action you must take to make progress is made clear. Envision what you learn. Momentum. Cool. All right, so I am going to look at my vows here and learn what happened to the crew of the Zebulon Harding. I'm going to mark progress on that since I got a strong hit, and I'm going to turn to my oracle here and see if my oracles a little bit and see if I can figure out what the heck Dancer learned about what was going on with me and the Zebulon Harding. So let's go over here. I'm just throwing some random stuff up here to see if search for a missing expedition in the depths of a precursor vault. All right, maybe. Failing technology. Okay, so I got a series of oracles. Oh, I should probably turn on the little box so you can see kind of what we got going on here. Yeah, there's that strong hit on the gather information. Search for a missing expedition in the depths of a precursor vault. Failing technology, revealed character aspect loving, starship mission, search and rescue, and trusted information shown to be false. Well, what I picked up was that the Zebulon Harding, and in fact, that whole organization that they were part of, that they were apparently part of, and I said, I reply, the Jeffries Vega Collective? There you go, the Jeffries Vega Collective. They've come up on the opposite side of things from Meridian Station more than a few times, and I think in a few cases the Zebulon Harding was getting the better of them. Some of Meridian's technology that they're using to conduct business in the area are failing or not working as intended, and that led to a lot of bad blood. I think they decided to, well, there was a rumor that there was a precursor vault that Meridian was interested in, that the Zebulon Harding got word of, and apparently the ship made a habit of dealing with such of interfering with such things when Meridian was involved, and even sometimes when it wasn't. I never heard what happened, but the crew from Meridian that debarked on that never came back, and the next time anybody saw the Zebulon Harding, you were piloting it. None of the rest of the crew was there. Raised more than a few questions. Was there any word about where that precursor vault was at? I don't know. No one knows. I'm sure someone at Meridian knows, but they haven't apparently been in any hurry to send anyone back there. And in any case, I'm not sure that you'd want to go. Well, it doesn't make any damn sense. I mean, I've been in my share of precursor vaults in the past, but I didn't have anything to do with the Zebulon Harding. I wasn't part of the crew at the time, was I? No, you weren't. Not as far as I can tell. You were definitely part of the crew. The only crew came back. Right. So I suppose I need to find this precursor vault to figure out where the hell it is. Just be careful. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate what you've been able to do for me. You need anything, you just holler. You can't come back to Meridian Station. I know I can't come back to Meridian Station. Doesn't mean I can't help. I'll figure something out. Just if you need anything, you call. So we're gonna go over into connections and do one mark here on good old Dancer. Not sure what this thing is supposed to roll. Oh, connection, right? I see. All right. So that's that. And now I need to get, now I need to get the hell out of here. Well, what do we got going on here? Let's take stock of this while I'm heading towards the wormhole. Learn what happened to the former crew of the Zebulon Harding. That's going to take a while. Find out what's going on with the Meridian shipments to Glimmer's Wastelands. And be me going to Glimmer. Zebulon Harding to Jeffrey's Vega Collective. Maybe. Get Scout back to civilization. Man, I'd like to wrap that up. I don't see myself. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I wanted to make sure I was what my situation was there. So heading for the normal jump point for the route, the set route between Glimmer, Last Hope, and Meridian Station. The question is whether or not there's any kind of patrols or anything that have been alerted to my movements. And if so, can they respond in time? Because if they are blocking the way that we need to use the known route, I'm going to have to undertake an expedition and go out into unknown space. And if I can get past them, and I'm not going to do this as an Oracle. I'm going to do this as a face danger. So, well, you know what? Maybe I do it as an Oracle. Maybe I do it as an Oracle first to see which way I got to go. Interesting question. Hello. All right. So. Nah, I'm just gonna go to the face. I'm just gonna go to the face danger. Let's see. I mean, I'm gonna assume that they're gonna throw some kind of defenses up there. They've got, if I remember right, they have Meridian Station has oppressive authority. So let's just assume that they're gonna throw something up there that's gonna get in my way. And with that being the case, yeah, with that being the case. I think the question is only whether or not I can get to the wormhole and get out in time. So let's do a face danger and see how that goes. So we're going to face danger probably with speed, which is not the best option for me. But I have a smuggler with me. So I feel like he's going to help because smuggler, good at outrunning blockades is what I'm thinking. So let's get in here to moves. We're going to go into face danger if I can find it. And we are going to take a thing. When you attempt something risky or react to an imminent threat, envision your action. We're going to move with speed. Let's do it with speed. But I'm going to get a bonus because I have a smuggler with me. Let's smuggle. Where did my dice go? Boom, 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 boom. Oh, well, I got scrolled all the way up, didn't I? All right. Ooh, a strong hit. Man, it's a terrible roll, but I'll take the strong hit. All right. Thank goodness I got that +1. Whew, that's a bad roll. All right, strong hit. You are successful. Take +1 momentum. Cool. That means that I can. Oh, and I'm using him. You know, I'm gonna since he helped me with this, I am going to mark progress on my vow to get him to civilization, not Meridian, because this gets us away from Meridian, which seems like a good thing to me. How did I get up with 1, 2? How did I end up? Oh, because I'm weird. Gotcha. All right, cool. Let's go with then the reach a milestone. No, exploration moves. Set a course. Set a course. Following a known route through perilous space across hazardous terrain. Known route through perilous space. On a strong hit, you reach your destination and the situation there favors you. Take +1 momentum. On a weak hit, you arrive but face a cost or complication. Okay, so I have enough stuff that I need to worry about right now. I'm not going to worry about this, okay? So what I am going to do is you're following a known route through space. I am definitely taking the route to Glimmer Last Hope. That means that Meridian Station is going to know where I went. I am a fugitive, apparently, from these rat bastards. And I think that I am just going to take a strong hit on this. And by virtue of marking my fugitive thing once, says, when you make a move, you can rely on your resourcefulness to improve the result to a strong hit. I guess maybe you could roll? It says improve the result to a strong hit. Okay, fine, I'll roll first. But I'm ready to be a fugitive on this one. And just say, you know, whoever they send after me is going to know at least where to start looking. But we'll do the move first. So we're going to set a course, and you roll plus supply. Ugh. That's not great. My supply is terrible right now. Yeah, that's a weak hit because my supply is a 1, and that's against a 6 and a 4. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna use my. It's fine. I'm going to use a fugitive thing because I don't want to suffer any more costs. The move says if when my weak hit, I would either face a complication at the destination or I make the suffer move at -2 or 2 different suffer moves at -1. I am interested in none of those things. So due to my resourcefulness, and that is basically eking out functionality, some functionality while I am en route, we do not have to deal with the suffer stuff. We managed to husband our resources and not lose a bunch of stuff. But they absolutely know which way I went, which means our pursuers grow ever closer. I'm okay with this. I like how that plays out. All right, so that moves us all the way down to Glimmer, Last Hope. Okay, cool. With that, that gets me over to here, and we are going to try once again to deliver our good friend Scout to civilization, right? Right. But before I do that, I'm going to say that jump advanced the vow a little bit. I guess it's up to a 9. And we are going to pull in at Glimmer again, which you'll recall a toxic rock, tolerant authority. Their projects are defense and salvage. The planet Varus is a toxic world with no atmosphere. Visible from space is a corrupted person, which is to say the influence of Kamora Shem and what was done to the planet. There's sludge-filled river networks. A lot of people blame Kamora Shem for that. There's a planet-side precursor vault somewhere, and layers of fast-growing lichen over many large areas of fast-growing lichen. Interesting. So also at Glimmer is Dex Freeman. They are did I say they, them? I think yeah, they, them. And I've been working on Dex as well, but in the meantime, we're going to land here, get Scout someplace where he can do, start to recover things. And we are going to fulfill this vow, which is now dangerous, and cross our fingers and hope. Deep breath. Everybody ready? Strong hit. Great. 9 against a 2 and a 1. I love to see it. All right. So, get Scout back to civilization is resolved. Excellent. And I go over here to my legacies, and that is a dangerous quest now. I'm going to mark twice on my next box for quests. Doesn't give me any XP, but it gets me closer, which is awesome. And I also complete a quest on his behalf. So back over here in my connections, I am going to mark Scout. And that concludes, well, in theory, that fills up everything I can fill up for him as a contact, as a connection. So I'm going to conclude this. That's a strong hit too. Woo! Thank God I had that 10. All right, so let's take a look at that. I'm excited about that. That's my first bond. I turned a connection into a bond. So that means that they are now a bond. That is super. The location is not. Okay, so we're going to get them to Glimmer. And what does that do now? Let's go and look. Nope, moves. Connection, moves. Forge a bond. When your relationship with the connection is ready to evolve, roll the challenge dice and compare your progress. Never seen this before. It's exciting. On the strong hit, you now share a bond. Mark a reward on your bond's legacy track per the connection of the rank. So 1 tick for troublesome and 2 ticks for dangerous. Sweet. Let's go into the legacy track, and we get our first 2 marks for, was he dangerous? Yeah. For good old Scout. No XP from that yet, but that's just fine. And come back over here. Let's go back at the rest of the move. Any allies who share this connection also mark the reward, then choose one. Bolster their influence. When they aid you on a move closely associated with their role, add +2 instead of +1. Or expand their influence. Give them a second roll. When they aid you on a move closely associated with either role, give them a +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit. On a weak hit. Does he help me with that? Oh, he should have helped me with. I should have gotten +1 last one. All right. Or expand their influence. All right. Well, he's a scout and a courier. Guess I can roll and just see if he's got another. Let's see if it sounds interesting. If not, I'll just make him a really good smuggler. Or a smuggler and a courier. Agent. What? What? A smuggler, a courier, and an agent. He's an agent. Well, obviously, I'm gonna. Okay. Shit. Okay. All right, I see you. Yikes. Bond. He is cooperating. Damn right. Infamous. Oh, he's infamous, and he's an agent. Oh, shit. He is a smuggler and agent. Cooperative and infamous. He's infamous as an agent, cooperative as a smuggler. Wow, I love that. I love this. Arnav Zhang, scout. But he is better known as, or infamously known as, we need another call sign for him. Call sign. There we go. So I get him into, we get, he raises, you know, we go, I'm going to buy you a drink just to say thanks. And I'm like, all right, well, you don't need to, but I'm not going to say no either. He gets sat down, he gets me sat down in the bar, and he kind of puts this little device on the table, and I said, what's that? Oh, it generates some white noise. I'm like, oh, that's a neat little gizmo. He goes, yeah, it's important. My line of work. I'm like, really, your line of work? What is your line of work? You seem to know a lot about getting around where people don't want you to get. Oh, that's part of it. You ever heard of Paladin? Oh, I mean, yeah, everyone's heard of Paladin. He's a fairy tale. He's a, I don't know. He's like a steal from the corpse and give to the lowly, independent, non-politicized entity, planetary entities kind of guy. That's me. Sure, it's you. No, it's me, Earl. You just saved my life, and I owe you. But the only way you're gonna believe me is if my thank you doesn't exactly feel like a thank you. I want to work with you. Give you some work. The jobs won't be easy, but if you feel like sticking it to some of these corporations like the ones that run Meridian Station, I am definitely the guy to help you out with that. You're serious? Yeah, I'm absolutely serious. The reason I got left out there is because a corporation paid off my crew to abandon. They wanted the money. You don't strike me like the kind of guy who's going to turn his head just because a corporation wants to give money. In fact, that's a pretty good way, I think, to keep from doing what they want. I need somebody I can trust, and I feel like I can trust you. So, that's my offer. You want to work with me? This day has not gone the way I expected. I still call you Scout? Yeah, don't call me Paladin. Not where anybody can hear. Alright. Alright. Yeah, what the hell? I got a lot of business going on, but I mean, well, where are you heading next? I heard you mention Jeffrey's Vega Collective multiple times. Is that where you're headed? Well, yeah. Well, I have a good idea of where they're at. I worked with them in the past. I can give you some coordinates that you can use. It won't be easy getting there, but they're friendly, and I can send along some identification. Being in the ship will help, but I can send along some verification that should help them receive you in a friendly fashion. Well, all right. What else? Yeah, I'll do that. That's fine. In the meantime, in fact, I can probably, if you don't mind, I'd have you send some information along. I'm going to have you make a few stops along the way and drop off some information. Be a little bit of a courier for me while I'm trying to figure out how to recover a ship. Well, all right. Listen, I made a promise to somebody here that I'd try to get to the bottom of this whole thing with whatever it is that Meridian is shipping over here to Glimmer and shipping over to and apparently being delivered to Kimura Shim. Since you're here, oh yeah, absolutely. I'll make it one of my top priorities. Well, I appreciate that. All right, so you need me to deliver some things? Yes, I do. Well, all right. Tell me where I need to go. Give me my coordinates. I'll set you up. So, fuck, this is cool. This is neat. All right. So I am going to swear an iron vow to do this sort of delivery thing here. 4 parts. We'll put it in 4 parts. So call it a difficult. We're gonna have a difficult vow. Or dangerous vow, I should say. And we're gonna get up here to. Oh, this is Oracles. I'm in the wrong place. Swear an iron vow. When you swear upon iron to complete a quest, write your vow, give it a rank, roll plus heart. If you swear this vow to a connection, add +1. If you share a bond, add +2. I love it. All right. So I am going to roll, and I'm going to take +2, and I'm going to roll my. Still only get a weak hit. That's fine. When you write your vow, give it a rank. Weak hit, you are determined, but begin your quest with more questions than answers. That's fair enough. So where are these places at? What are they? Well, it depends on where you're going. I tell you what, the fewer questions that you ask about what they're up to, the more friendly they're going to be when you get there. So these are just coordinates, no idea what I'm going to find at the other end. Sort of the nature of the job, Earl. All right. Well, I trust you as much as you trust me. Seems like you trust me a fair amount, so unless you're trying to throw me over, I'm your guy. All right, so weak hit, take +1 momentum, and I am going to swear a vow to. I got this done. I'm going to switch this one up then. Make a series of deliveries to locations in secret locations for Paladin Scout. And we're going to clear this. It's going to be a dangerous one again. And at the end of it, we should be able to get to the Jeffries Vega Collective. So he said he was going to help. I'll mark progress there. And he's going to do a search. He's going to see if he can figure out what's going on with the shipments in Glimmer's Wastelands to Kimura Shim. Cool. All right. Okay. Well, we had a really long session last time, so I'm going to kind of call this out right here. Somewhere out here is the Jeffries Vega Collective. Cool. And in the meantime, I'm going to do a difficult undertake an expedition. I'm going to do a difficult undertaking expedition, and basically the idea is that every place that I land where I get to make progress is also going to be an area where I have to stop and do delivery, which is going to certainly complicate because I'm going to be exploring at every one of the waypoints, which is a whole extra ball of wax. So yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to find, but I'm going to be stopping at least four very interesting locations. So we'll have to see how that goes. All right, I think I've set that's neat. I like how that's set up. Freaking A, man! Secret Agent Paladin, also known as the Smuggler Scout that I rescued out in the middle of space. That is freaking cool! What a twist! We have a news. I love this game, guys. I love how this game. Thank you, Sean. It's a good game. Good job, man. All right, I'm excited about this. Excited to see what happens next. So next time, heading out into the wilds of Meridian Empire. Maybe the slightly less dangerous area, but heading out this way to see what's out in this part of space. Cool. Awesome. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night. Excited to see what happens next.